Madam, sir, the ship lies at anchor off Nью-Иден. A tender stands at your disposal.
I dreamed of clouds. Great long fluffy bastards. Low over the sea.
I dreamed of the abyss, in the darkest reaches of the deepest ocean.
A good day to you, my love.
And a good day to you too.
Are we in New England?
Welcome to America.
Something's bothering you.
Charles's letter.
What of it?
The ghost must be uncommonly dangerous, or he would banish it himself.
And we shall charge him double.
I'm serious. If the Reverend needs help, this can be no easy business. Red, you best be ready.
I'll be careful, Master Duarte. Your apprentice stands ready to serve. Come on, Atea, we need to go. I need to be.
Rory McWraith, gallant to the last.
Life to the living, death to the dead.
Consider our lovers, Antea and Red, the greatest banishers I ever knew. Life to the living, we say, and death to the dead. It is not so simple. Since the dawn of humanity, the dead have lingered. Dead as alive, we are complex and emotional beings. Many and tangled are the ties that bind. Since the beginning of memory, banishers have fought to sever those ties. Death is but a trifle. It comes to us all. To haunt or be haunted. There lies the true horror. I, Charles Davenport, should know it. The haunting of Nью-Idен scared me to death. I dearly wish I had not begged my friends to come and lift the curse.
If this is June, I'd hate to see January. I'd want to freeze my backside off in the summertime. I'd have stayed in Scotland.
London wasn't much better.
Look at it. As cold as a bishop's arse. And twice as white. I don't mind saying it, I'm very disappointed.
Charles wasn't lying. Nью-Idен is cold as death. You may well be disappointed.
You'd better be at the tavern. With a hot grog. Or two. I think I weary of long, boring sea voyages to grim, faraway lands.
I can't remember the last time we did something else than work.
After this, we should set sail somewhere warm and safe. The dead don't linger.
No such place. But it's not a bad idea.
Have I mentioned how grim this place is?
I heard you the first time, but I don't disagree.
I think we can get through here.
Sure. Let's go traipsing through the rotten, falling down house.
Looks steady enough.
Watch out!
Ugh. Is it just me, or are we not welcome here?
Keep going. I'll find a way to meet up with you. Over-eager apprentices.
Too slow.
Everything all right down there?
Just a sneaky wanderer. You?
Same, but I managed. Are these spectres watching the road?
Maybe. But are they keeping people outside town? Or are they keeping them in?
more wanderers.
Behind you!
Yeah, as easy as falling off a box. Can't tell how long these people are dead.
The original settlers, perhaps.
Whoever, this doesn't bode well.
Call this a fight? These people left Nью-Иден town just a few days ago. What exactly is going on here? Slow. That augurs badly for the case.
Situation's worse than you thought.
Let's wait to hear what Charles has to say.
Empty docks in a growing settlement. Never a good sign. By the time selectmen sitting on their arses.
Isn't that what selectmen do? When we get to town, we may need to split up to cover more ground.
You may count on the most responsible student a Banisher could have.
We'll see if you remember some of your teaching, if you're up for it.
Always.
People are leaving. The town is emptying. Stay on your guard. Not the busiest stables I've ever seen. No ostler and no horses.
This town is less and less welcoming by the second. The welcoming committee.
Let's find the inn. Let's find Charles. It'll be good to see Charles and Esther again.
Would you a lecture on the sanctity of marriage?
A pretty word for a set of shackles.
I'm sure folk here are just as open-minded as Charles. This must be the inn. Charlie, we're here. Your prayers are answered. Pour us a drink.
Finally.
Banisher, please come in. As it is cold, your serving woman may sit while we talk.
I'm the help. She's the boss. You're not Charles.
My name is Antea Duarte. This is my partner, Red McWraith. Good day to you, sirs, madam. Now, where's Charles?
Minister Davenport said help was on its way. I assumed...
Keep digging, Fairfax. Good day. Pennington, captain of the train band. This here is thick-skinned Newsmith. We're the selectmen.
What's left of us? Why is Charles not here?
We're sorry for your loss. We'll do what we can for his widow.
The Reverend is dead. When? How?
A terrible tragedy. Though our faith sustains us, we are still very much in shock.
Our shock at Reverend Davenport's killing is so great that we must sit here in comfort, losing precious time.
As governor of the colony of Nью-Иден, it is my responsibility...
Look at us, sat here waiting to meet the same fate. We could all be miles away by now. You lot do what you want. I intend living.
The esteemed select woman can be brusque. Forgive her. And rest assured that her aptitudes far outweigh her manners. Or lack thereof.
Her point still stands, Fairfax. Sitting here, doing nothing, we're as lambs to the slaughter.
The Banishers are here. Surely with their expertise we may yet prevail.
Then I shall leave you and your expertise in ghosts and devils to find out. My expertise in blood and battle is of little use. Mistress Duarte, if I can be of service, yous may visit me at home. On the other side of the street, as it were.
Well, Governor, shall you leave or shall you stay?
For myself, I'll stay. Our company has suffered terribly. But we are worth saving. And now that you are here, save it we shall. Please, accept my sincerest condolences for the loss of your friend. we feel the loss of our minister so very keenly. Charles Davenport was a man of great knowledge and devotion, the pride, indeed, of Nью-Иден. It discommodes me greatly to remember how we found his body in the cemetery. Indeed, it distresses me yet further to tell you that we do not know what so tragically cost him his life.
Could your physicians not save him?
Would that we had a physician left, but it would have made no difference. Charles was dead when we found him, and we do not know how or why. One or two among our company have knowledge of the physic. Purples, they said, rupture, strangery, or sadness. Guesses, all. As a man of science in Nью-Иден, I stand alone. You see, in my youth, I too was something of a demonologist. Rather a good one, if I say so myself.
We're not demonologists, and neither was Charles. Is his widow Esther taking visitors?
The widow Davenport is at home, and does not much venture out. Her house overlooks the dock. I offered Charles a home with a view across a pretty meadow, but he refused. He preferred the village life. Speak to her, if she'll see you. But she knows no more than we do about how her husband died.
Why is town so empty?
Of those who did not die, we are the few who stayed. Though our motivations may differ, all who remain have shown extraordinary faith and courage in the face of our adversity.
Those who left, where did they go?
Boston, outlying settlements. Anywhere, everywhere. Although, as you may have heard, the weather has likely closed the roads. Some believe the path through the dark woods offers salvation. I do not. I believe we must stand our ground.
Will they return when the curse is lifted?
I fervently hope so. They have homes here. But we sent the children away some time ago, and many could not live with their absence. If we do not resolve this situation quickly, the community of Nью-Иден shall be broken, perhaps forever.
You're a demonologist, you say?
I am that, like my father was before me. Faith and science are our twin compasses, you see, to a deeper understanding of the secrets of God's green and pleasant land, and those who threaten it.
And what have your compasses told you about the curse?
They have told me that Reverend Davenport was better placed than I to solve our problem, which is why you're here. We agreed it. I shall stand for the company, I said, as the moral authority, the anchor, and the rock, as Charles and his Banishers lift the curse.
Heroic work all round.
Indeed it is, madam. Indeed it is. But we do it all the same, because we must. Aye, because we must.
What can you tell me about the curse?
I can tell you that it has been our misery for many long months now, and I can tell you that it worsens by the increment. First, there was pestilence and disease. Then came the nightmares. Then came madness. In the end came death, and death remains. But in all honesty, I think the weather is the worst part. This never-ending winter hangs heavy on us all. Worse yet, it traps us here.
What do you think caused the curse?
In my humble opinion, I'll point to the obvious. The abyss disgorges its spawn upon Nью-Иден, bent on making God's poor creatures suffer. As to the nature of the demon, that's what we're paying you to find out. Our late friend Charles faced a Herculean task and acquitted himself with honor. You will have to do far better than that, I'm afraid.
Our contract stands.
If you'll have it, yes. Our contract stands for Charles.
All right. For Charles. Thank you. We have what we need.
Then I wish you success. By my instruction, a room is prepared for you in the old schoolhouse. I'll be here if you need me.
Damn it, Charles. Those accursed sea storms. If only we'd been here earlier.
I know. But as Charles would say, another day, another soul to save.
These people have no idea what they're up against. Thick skin, right? We're sorry to disturb you.
It'll take more than you to disturb me. What do you want?
I take it you intend to leave town.
Bloody right I do. Nью-Иден is dying and anyone who stays is dead or deranged.
Will you go alone?
I'll take my sister and anyone else who wishes. You may come too if you wish. You look like you can handle yourself.
There's no hope for Nью-Иден then?
Not till the weather changes, and it don't look like changing.
What's your role here, if you don't mind me asking?
Lately, I do what needs doing when no one else will, weakened as they are by comfort and the curse. In normal times, I hunt. Now, though, it's cold enough to freeze the nankies off an horse, and the game rots as quick as you can get it home. You can't eat a ghost, can't skin it, can't sell it, so what'll be the use?
So, the curse. What do you think is going on?
I think nothing much about it. I think folk sickened and the crops failed. I think folk went mad. And I know we found the Reverend dead.
What of the governor? Anything I should know?
That useless clackwagger. With Davenport dead, godly folk look to be led. Fairfax Askell couldn't be happier. I pity he'll get them all killed.
What of the captain?
Now there's a man of worth. Without Saul Pennington, there'd be no town left at all. These last months have been hard on him. I hope his mettle holds. If I had my way, he'd be coming with us. I don't give a rat's knacks for loyalty, but the captain does.
Well then, thank you for your help.
Aye.
We should... should go
I
to
think the
Esther.
governor said their house stood above the docks.
Antea, Red. Come in. I've barely slept for fear you would not come. I'm at a loss. Would God even allow me to drag you into these dark times?
Esther, you're not alone now. We're here.
I'm so sorry we didn't get here on time. Truly.
I know. Charles kept saying it. Have faith. They will come. If only he had kept his faith himself.
What happened to him?
Poor Charles. Just one more victim of the curse of Nью-Иден. You know how he is. Was. Restless. Impatient. It's not that he gave up on you, his friends, but that he could wait no more. I believe he tried to lift the curse. I too have questions, but I have no answers. Nor do I now have a husband.
What can you tell me about the esteemed Governor Haskell?
Fairfax Haskell is well read and educated, but at times his back can be too stiff. He shares Charles's interest in the unknown, but his passion seems less than practical. He's an academic.
Still, good to know our patron has some understanding of our work. We met the captain too, along with the huntress, Thickskin. Do you know them?
I find Thickskin Newsmith's manner a little frightening, but I think she has a good heart. A fine hunter by all accounts. Captain Pennington comes with a reputation for soldiering. He comports himself with a wry dignity, but I suspect that beneath it all, he's just sad. Charles thought so too. There are wounds beneath Saul Pennington's armor, he said, that time and God have not yet healed.
How were things, before all this?
Before the curse? It was a busy and exciting time. Charles immersed himself in the community here. He had a hand in everything. The people came to rely on him. I'm sure they look to someone else now, but I can't imagine it's the same.
Is there anything we should know about?
Lord, deliver me, for I cannot endure this. I cannot endure it, and Charles does not deserve it.
Anything at all, Esther. Please.
I have felt Charles present about the house. His ghost lingers. He needs help.
If he's here, I promise I will know no rest until he has his.
You can count on us.
We'll start with the house.
Charles's papers are gathered in his office. Take what you need.
Thank you, Esther.
We'll take a look around, if that's all right.
May I be of any help?
You stay put. We'll find the way.
Where are you staying, my dears?
The governor had a room prepared for us in the schoolhouse.
The schoolhouse? Wouldn't you rather stay here? You'd be more comfortable.
It's very kind, but we've a long day ahead of us. We don't want to bother you.
I don't have much.
Of course.
I didn't know Eleanor and Charles were still in touch.
The St. Paul Brotherhood is a tie that binds. Charles was so eager to continue his research here in Nью-Иден. If only we had known what would befall us.
Purcell. Could you find nothing better?
These days I lack the heart to play.
Can't believe you brought your pianoforte to New England.
It cost a fortune. But you cannot part a pianist from their beloved keys.
Have you received other visitors?
Most dare not leave their homes. Although Mr. Bachelor came to see me. That was nice of him.
How pleasant to see these old, familiar things from your house in London. That porcelain saw many a dinner-turned-lecture with Charles.
I miss him so.
So do we, Esther. Charles is still here and Esther is completely distraught.
She lost him, and now he's back, a ghastly figure. It must be unbearable. Charles always wore this brooch.
His things are untouched. Nothing's moved.
Remember how they used to argue about books we hadn't read? Like we weren't there?
Oh, you actually listened. I'd always let my mind wander.
Esther couldn't attend Charles's burial.
Poor woman. That's terrible for her.
Esther never got to say farewell to Charles.
I could have made him manifest.
Maybe. But there has to be more to it. That's from the set he taught me with. I'd know it anywhere.
Did he keep it to remind him of his favourite?
Or to remind him that he had yet to beat me. I can still picture him crafting your very first Bane ring.
You sound much more fond of the moment now than you were back then. Bit green for an actual haunting, you said.
You were. Still, you did all right. Charles's notes mention Job, chapter 7, verses 13 to 15.
I'll look for that reference.
Red, you dropped something. These notes are erratic ramblings. Charles was worried about the curse plaguing the settlers' dreams.
How malicious is this curse, tormenting people in their beds?
Charles's ghost might give us answers. We should investigate the cemetery where he was found. Remember when he started to wear these to look wiser and older?
No, he was hiding his hair loss. When I first met Charles,
Esther, I'm sorry to trouble you once more.
How may I help?
With all that's happened, how are you bearing up?
This all feels so unreal. Just one more nightmare from which I cannot wake.
It seems so now, but that will change. I promise.
Was there something I should have done differently? Did I fail him? Did I fail Charles?
none of this is your fault.
I do not want to believe he is gone. He cannot be gone. I do not permit him to be gone.
You're in pain, and that might have brought him back. Maybe he lingers because you suffer.
We'll do what we can to ease your pain. And we'll do what we can for Charles.
Has the curse brought with it nightmares?
Yes. I've had nightmares. I suspect we all have. Charles warned that something was stalking our dreams, that it had a use for us, that we needed to fight it with all God's might. But now Charles is gone, and my nightmares have changed. In my sleep, I see my husband falling, screaming into the abyss. All hear him, none respond. He plummets on into the bottomless pit. Poor Charles.
We must make our way to the cemetery.
Please be careful, dear Antea. What will you do for my Charles?
If he's present, we'll find him. Then we'll ask him what he wants us to do.
Must I see him too?
First, let's find out what happened. After that, we'll see.
Best get started. Time may be against us.
You be all right?
I doubt it, but I'll do my work all the same. We came here to help Charles, and help Charles we shall. Ask around. See what people will tell you. I'll go to the cemetery and do the same. Be careful.
Aye. You too.
I must take a moment by myself. Excuse me.
Get out of my way.
Be warned. I need but cry out, and help shall come in an instant.
Calm you, sir. Antea Duarte, Minister Davenport's banisher.
Oh, of course. I'm so sorry. Poor Reverend Davenport. His death has shaken us all. Welcome to Nью-Иден. I'm afraid you find us at our worst.
We're banishers. There's nowhere else we'd rather be. And you are?
I, madam, am Squire Sincere Paris, travelling merchant, stuck in this cursed place and eager to be somewhere else.
Tell me about the curse, if you will.
I'll tell you this. Those who dare defy the curse are brave indeed, and, I fear, foolish.
Banishing is a job, sir. And to do it, I need detail. If you please.
A banisher must have charms. Trinkets, I mean, of protection. If you have a surplus, I'd happily relieve you of your burden.
What I need right now is information about the curse. What have you seen that might help me with my work?
I've seen famine, madness, the shadow of early death, weather too. So much weather. I mean, I've seen it all before, but never all at once. Here, it's everything, everywhere, and all at the same time. Folks stay indoors, waiting to be told what to do. Waiting to die, really. Ghosts in the making, all of them.
The nightmares. Do you get them too?
Of course I do. Not everyone will admit it, but we all have bad dreams.
Of what do you dream?
I dream someone watches me sleep. I sometimes fancy she's present when I'm awake. She never speaks, nor moves. She seems to wish me no harm. She just stands there, watching me, waiting, taking my measure.
Does she manifest at a particular hour?
If she does, I have no way of knowing it, unable as we are in this interminable grey to tell day from night. Well, there you are. Information on the curse, as per your request. I won't even charge you for it.
You're leaving town?
As soon as possible. Did you arrive by sea? A ship lies at anchor in the bay. Perhaps a captain would take me and my wares to safety.
The crew refused to dock, and I suspect they'll leave on the next available tide. We rode ourselves ashore.
Might I ask where you abandoned this rowboat of yours?
Along the coast, by a path remarkable for its angry specters and bloody corpses. If you wish to make the sailing, I hope your wares can swim. Care to trade?
Most of my goods are already packed, but I never refuse a deal.
I bid you good day, Squire Paris, and thank you for your time.
A pleasure, Mistress Duarte. Do be careful.
A wisp, so close to town.